gorgeous HP, over 1 million HP. Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new Dark Corrupted monster, Mad Stonie. This is a lifesteal monster and a pretty good one at that. I actually quite enjoyed looking at this monster. If you haven't already checked out my analysis, I will link it below. So we won't spend too much time on the skills. We're going to try to do a lot of battles. I even went ahead and trophy climbed, so hopefully I can provide some good content. With that being said, huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. By the way, this monster also has one of the best designs, so shout out to the game designers. Take a look at this monster. Fantastic, look at that. That is an amazing weapon. That is a pretty cool alt as well. Mad Stonie had worked in General Nition's camp's kitchen for years and felt his life was wasting away there. The problem was the camp's guards never let him out of the kitchen. So how did he escape? He ate all the food he had cooked for the Nition's entire army. That way when he ran away in the middle of the night, they were all too starved and weak to go after him. That is Mad Stonie's lore. Basically escaped from General Nition's. So we're going to start off with the trait. This monster is immune to torture, which is a trait I really actually enjoy and I like having. A lot of these Season 6 monsters are having status caster dots. We have Stonie with nightmares, we have Lord Nabotis with nightmares, we have Boom Shakalaka with Ignite, and also a powerful skill that does Burning Ignite. Not to mention we have Burning Hands, we have Static Shock. Any future talent gets released that does a dot. This will permanently protect you. We have an immune to stun, which is definitely helpful. I believe Boom Shakalaka has a stun skill, Guard Down and Stun. And we also have the PvP monster with an AoE stun and a Mega Stun, so you're protected against that. And yeah, Area Nightmares, it can synergize really well with one of your monsters that has a Sword Relic that, well, this monster actually can hold a Sword Relic, so Nishin Sword to drain stamina, you can 100% stamina drain, so that'll be pretty useful. So yeah, that's what we have, immune to torture, stun, and nightmares. In terms of the stats, alright, this is where things get good. The power stat is definitely one of the stronger ones in the game, 85,036, that is super impressive. Now, to be fair, Lord Nabotis now takes the cake with 8800, and Boom Shakalaka also takes the cake with 8712. But previously, before those monsters, the highest power stat was 8624. That belonged to Spec, Stock Killer, Climber, and Cruel Electric. After that, we had the monsters with a power stat of 8591. That was Ingwe, Bloomeria, Kage. And then we have Sir Volgar and ZHC with 8569, Colonel Pip with 8558, and then we have Mad Stonie, Charmless, Gartox, Minos, and Dream with 8536. So he definitely packs a punch. It is like a top 12 power stat. Well, the stat itself is relatively high. I know I mentioned quite a few monsters, but still, trust me, it is a good power stat, especially when you synergize with the skill. The life stat is 91,686, which is the top 10 stat, tied with that of Lord Nabotis, Mouseron, Swampzone, and Bornot. And the speed stat is 6,600, which is fast. This is the second fastest stat, actually. The only monsters faster are Ingwe and Frozzynots. So Ingwe being an earth attacker, and your darks, you have an elemental advantage. And Frozzynaut, funny enough, also being a earth monster, although he's more of a supportive monster. So this monster stat-wise is super impressive. Great speed stat, great life stat, great power stats. Trait-wise, while I would have loved an Umbrella Hardened at least, I'll take the immune to torture, because that means the only way to take this monster down is with brute force. And you're going to find that taking this monster down with brute force may prove to be very difficult. And before we look at the skills, let's just take another moment to really appreciate the design of this monster. It is phenomenal. I love the animation as well. Alright, skills. First off, we have Feed Me. Deals moderate magic damage to an enemy. What? Dark monster but magic based attacks? That is right. This is a dark monster that can deal magic damage. And the important thing here is gains as much life as damage dealt. Okay, let's review really quickly once again. This monster has incredible stats and is immune to torture. So once again, the only way to take him down is with brute force, unless you trait disable him, of course. So that means that this monster, you can't apply dots and you damage him, but every time he damages you, he is healing. So that is good. That skill requires no cooldown, no stamina. If you get hit with CDA, you're fine. If you got stamina drained, you're fine. Bad Sleep deals moderate dark damage, applies nightmares. I think you can go without this skill. We have Monster versus Food. Multiple enemies, deals low magic damage to all enemies, gains as much life as damage dealt. 22 stamina to turn cooldown. So I wouldn't necessarily run this. Yeah, low magic damage not worth. We have Food Demolisher, deals very heavy dark damage to an enemy, gains as much life as damage dealt, applies nightmares to one enemy, requires cooldown, 16 stamina, 1 turn cooldown, and heavy damage, and you recover HP. Heck yes, that's pretty good. We have Growing Hunger, increases its max life by 50%, deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, gains as much life as damage dealt. So we have an AoE skill that will attack everyone. You increase your max HP before you do anything, and you heal. This is good. This is why it's so hard to take down this monster. Once again, immune to torture. You can't apply dots on this guy and have your way with him. You can't static shock this guy, so if this monster runs unrelenting assault, doesn't matter if he attacks someone with shock, you are fine to go. If you're battling someone, by the way, that has soul drag, hey, doesn't matter. You're a dark based monster, it's cut in half. Not to mention, you can increase your max life. This monster is going to be tough to take down. Let's keep going. Professional Devourer doubles its max life. This is 50%, this is double, deals very heavy dark damage to one enemy, gains as much life as damaged out. So we're gonna see if these skills can stack. I'm pretty sure they can stack. So can you imagine if your HP was 100, just for simplicity's sake, if your HP is 100, you do Professional Devourer, your HP is now 200. And then on the next one, if you do Growing Hunger, your HP is now 300. You went from 100 to 300, and you're life stealing every single time. That is just great to me. We have Megatoad Training Room's negative effects from itself applies double healing to itself. So, gosh, that's crazy. The fact that you can heal so much. Although I wouldn't waste a turn doing this skill. Like, yes, it's a cleansing skill, and there are arguments to running it right. If you're going up against monsters that can possess you, hey, give yourself this skill because maybe your AI will do this when you're possessed. Oh, by the way, because this monster is immune to stun, if you partner him up with Lord Nabotis, you are going to be protected from possession, and then you have your permanent stun immunity. And if you partner this monster up with Boom Shakalaka, you're also protected from freeze. So you'd essentially be like immune to control, and then you have 0 cooldown, 0 stamina skills to utilize as well. So you'd still be susceptible to getting turned to a baby. All right. With that being said, yeah, to me this is just phenomenal. We normally don't see this with lifesteal monsters. Like we do, but typically monsters have a self skill that's like doubles max life, and then you gotta wait until the next turn to take advantage of it. But with Matt Stonie, he's like, nope, I'm taking advantage first, and then I'm dealing the damage. And again, it's not just dark damage, it's magic damage, which is what makes this monster good. If he only had dark-based attacks, I'd be like, I get it, it's a cool mechanic, but it's kind of lame, because the top monsters right now are Mouseron, who's really hard to take down if you have a dark monster. If you've ever fought a Mouseron and you're using Kage, it is so hard to take him down. But Matt Stonie is like, don't worry, I have magic-based attacks, don't even trip. Another still top tier monster is Shelly, another Megaton monster. We have Karukage, of course, and without a doubt, Lord Nabot is going to enter the meta. So having a dark monster with magic based attacks is definitely needed. And you also have an elemental advantage against Ollie Fnatic, of course, right? And Daedalus, if players are still rocking Daedalus. Oh my gosh, I thoroughly, genuinely enjoy this monster. This is definitely one of the best, YouTuber based monsters that SP has released. We also have Night Feeding, deals moderate dark damage to all enemies who plays Nightmares. You have an AoE Nightmares. That doesn't impress me now that we have these skills over here that increase max life. So it goes without saying, we're going to put our strong single, I think it's Food Demolisher. Yeah, we're going to do this, wait. One enemy. Okay, this is our strong single, Professional Devourer. We're going to go with our AoE, Growing Hunger. And we are going to do, let's see, gains as much life as damaged out. No, AoE Night. You know what? We might do Nightmare Feeding just for the sake of UA and attacking everyone. Maybe. Let me see. Oh, you know what? We'll just single target. We'll do Food Demolisher. And we'll do, so we have single, AoE, single. And we'll do not Megatoad, not that, Bad Sleep. I think we'll do Feed Me. It's nice to have a spammable skill. It really depends on the situation. For PvP purposes, I will go ahead and put that. In terms of his relics, this is where this monster falls short. So to me, what he's holding looks like a staff. I wish he could have held a staff relic, because that would have made it phenomenal. You could have given him Masher Staff, you could have given him Cane of Atlantis, you would never have to worry about stamina drain, but he has double sword, which in one case it's a good thing, because you can run double laser beam sword and really increase your damage output if you wanted to. Personally, I like to go the cane sword, because this recovers your HP. It's a really great way to stay alive, especially if you are on the squishier end. Not that this monster is. This monster doesn't... Honestly, this is the one monster that doesn't really need the extra healing, right? You already have that. But I would still go ahead and do it, especially since you... Yeah, it's just helpful to have. So double cane sword, laser beam sword, cane sword, you can split it if you have the obsidian sword, which, honestly, I don't even see people's with it. What does it even do? After damaging with a skill, target's life is below 50, deals water damage to damage enemies. That's Wingsu. I think there's a better one, isn't there? There's like a... Oh no, there's a Killjoy sword. What does that do? After damaging with a skill, if warrior's life is above 50%, deals dark damage. After damaging with the skill, if an enemy is frozen, remove stamina. Oh, that's right. Nishin Sword, that's what you can run with this monster. After damaging with the skill, if target has nightmares, deals dark damage, and removes stamina. So, as I mentioned, this monster can actually drain your stamina. You can go double Nishin Sword and get like 100% stamina drain if you wanted to. Right? Do I have two Nishin Sword? I have a 30 and a 21, 36 and a 21. Okay, we're going to utilize that. So keep in mind, if you do that, then you will have to run the AoE Nightmares, which actually works. It actually works out really well, especially if you have Unrelenting Assault. You have another monster to get rid of Megaton first. Then this monster goes, boom, AoE Nightmares. Hopefully Nightmares lands on everyone. You 100% stamina drain, UA kicks in, and then you go and do the rest. So you were going to actually swap. That's going to put Night Feeding. So this is the skill set I'm actually going to go with. So we went with Relics. In terms of talents, we're going to start with UA, and then we'll playtest other stuff. The reason I use UA, just so everyone knows, is because it is part of the meta, so I should use it. But if you don't have UA, don't worry, just do the other stuff. Burning Hands is like a really good one because it doesn't matter what level you are. Burning Hands applies burn to the enemy, and then burning is always 15%. It doesn't matter whether they're 150, whether they're 140, 130, 15% is 15%. So that's kind of the way I would approach it. You could also give him Unholy Vigor. Unholy Vigor will actually recover him stamina. That way he can do some of these skills that require stamina. That way you don't need to run the 0 cooldown skill, 0 stamina skill. So just some food for thought there. Food for thought. Alright, runes unlock. Let's do this. Goes without saying, he is an attacker, so we're going to give him strength runes. And I currently don't have strength runes, but I will swap them in. So yeah, definitely not 3 speed. He's going to be my main attacker. So here we have him, 2 strength and a speed rune. And this is a team I'm going to utilize him just so I can churn transfer. What I will say about Mount Stonie is he's also one of these monsters that you can potentially rainbow build. And this is specifically to counter the likes of Spec. Right? Spec could probably one-shot, one-kill anyone she wants. She has Pierce. Stock Killer could probably do the same. But giving yourself a life rune, giving yourself a chance to stay alive, and then follow up and do your lifesteal skills, you can essentially recover to like 100% potentially, especially if you're doing the AoE skill. So it might be a way to counter using Rainbow, and it makes him very self-sustainable. He might even be a good defense monster. So you gotta try stuff out. Maybe you put Static Shock on him. That way when you get hit with a Spec or a Stock Killer and they're using UA, then they get hit with a shock, and then they won't be able to utilize UA to its full potential. So just some food for thought again. But yeah, we're just gonna give him 2 strength and go wild with him. Alright, so again, this is the team I'm gonna use. Let's exit out. Let's click fight. As I said, I trophy climb so I can get some stronger battles. So I'm hoping for some good battles. Let's see. So 130s. So at least we're on par. So I am going to start off by doing a... Let's see. How should I approach this? I'm going to do a Greater Times Curse so I can kill King Charmless. So let's go through the skills. Professional Devourer. 60 damage. 150k damage almost. And this is without Laser Beam Sword. I'm rocking Nishin Sword. We have Night Feeding. Here's my AoE Nightmares. That's what I'm actually going to do. We have Food Demolisher at 137. And then we have Growing Hunger at 99. And yeah, it'll increase my life. But I want to go with Night Feeding to utilize the Nightmares. UA kicks in. Nishin Sword kicks in. Nishin Sword kicks in. Look at that. Dropping the enemy to 0. So an attacker that was able to deny. So unless they have Healing Relics, they're in trouble. So watch. I'm going to recharge. Oh, sorry, you had to recharge because you have no stamina. Gonna recharge here, gonna recharge here. Oh, you had no stamina, you have to recharge. So it's funny that you can do Nation Sword and just essentially counter that way. We'll do that time you have Revival. Oh, no, you don't. We will go ahead and just do Professional Devourer. Look at that HP. Oh my gosh, that is glorious. That is glorious. Here, let's exit out and on to the next one. Again, killer design. Once again, shout out to SP Design Team. This is amazing. Alright, we're going to lose the double Nishin Sword because I don't want to rely on that. You could keep one. I think I'm fine with a Cane Sword and one Laser Beam. Or not Laser Beam, one Nishin. So you could, once again, you can do what you want with your monster when you have them. Alright, let's fight. Let's see what else is out there. Alright, ooh, 142, 140, 140. Look at that, Rainbow. Alright, good thing I have magic-based attacks as well. So what I actually want to do... I want them to kill the Shali so they can go after my mat. So it's going to take a while, but it'll be fine. So the first skill I'm going to do is Night Feeding. Let's see. Well, they all have Nightmares already, so it'll trigger regardless. So we're actually going to do Growing Hunger. So Growing Hunger kicks in. Bam, UA kicks in. So look at my HP. Alright, look at my HP. Increasing max life. And then we'll do the single. Yeah, we'll do the single. Let's just attack Gartox. Alright, UA kicks in. I had to recharge. Oh no, it does. It replaces it. Ah man, so it can't stack. I was hoping it would stack. I was hoping one was 50% increase and the other one said double and it would stack, but it doesn't look like it. Oh man, that's a shame. Yeah, but even though it doesn't stack, I recommend you still run both. That way you can swap between them when you need to. Here, we haven't had a situation. Who's running Soul Drag? Anyone? Burning Hands, Pain Distiller, nothing. You know what? We're just gonna have to let Shelly die. Revival. We're gonna have to do a couple recharges. Let Shelly die. Sadness Moss. And I want them to finally start attacking me. Okay, cool. So I can do it now. So we'll recharge here. We will Era Traveler real quick. Oh, I should have done it on, yeah, Neurofun, because I don't want to get possessed. Whoops. Night Feeding, attacked myself. UA, Kage. Alright, so, good example. I'm damaged, right? I have half HP almost. I'm going to do my AoE skill, which increases max life, deals moderate magic damage, gains as much life as damaged out. Oh, maybe I should go with Professional Devourer. No, I need to heal more. Alright, so Growing Hunger. Watch my HP. You saw all that heal, 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 heal? I'm back to full HP. Nice. Alright, we'll do Professional Devourer. Look at my HP. Here, we'll take it slow. We'll attack over here. Boom! Look at that HP. Alright, Cane Sword kicking in also to help with the heal. Look at that. 181k. Gonna have to recharge. Sadness Moss. Oop, I'm possessed. Alright, he died. We'll recharge here. Let's just see. So, 1v1 here. I would go with... let's see. I have it double lifed. Alright, I'm gonna go Growing Hunger. 50% increase. Recharge. Draining Fungus. Constant recharge. Constant Sorrow. Oh, how I wish I had the zero cooldown skill. Professional Devourer. Look at my HP. Oh my gosh. That is glorious. Sadness Moss, Possession. Yeah, keep doing that. I can just recharge. Constant Sorrow. Okay, here I would just win the game. Right? Do you have Revival? Moonhaze Essence. Yeah, I would win the game here. Boom. Success. Yeah, Matt Stonie. It's a tough monster to take down. And he can definitely pack a punch. So yeah, let's go without UA though, just for those of you that don't have it. Again, I don't think it's necessarily needed. I'm still disappointed that didn't stack. If you were to give this monster a talent, one of the good ones could actually be a Sin Eater. Oh no, sorry, not a Sin Eater. I was going to say don't do Sin Eater because you can't receive a Torture. One of the ones you could do though is, let's see. You know what? Crystal Form makes sense to me because you have a skill mirror, so now the enemy, if they attack you, you reflect and you're the attacker, so you have strength runes. So that could be good. Banishing Touch. Banishing Touch could work. Apply Curse Countdown to the enemy. You're doing a good amount of damage and you're hard to take down. Bark Hide for some extra shields. Again, I could pretty much go through them because everything has utility. Everything has its own use. We're going to go... I don't think he's a Dispelling Fist user, though. You typically want someone else to run Fist, and you worry about... yeah, you don't worry about that. So let's do this. I think we'll keep everything the same. I think we'll just keep the same. We'll turn transfer when I need to. We'll attack when I need to, and we'll go from there. I'm hoping to fight an Ollie Fanatic, but we're not running into them. After this, I'll take them to rank 5. Yeah, no Ollie Fanatic, but a Bomb Beta. So that works with me. We're gonna do Clocksuko's running with Banishing Touch. We'll remove MT here. Tiger's Roar, Banishing Touch. Shield kicks in. Fire Rainbow. And then he's... Okay, I'm good. Alright, Hunger. Professional Devourer. Night Feeding. Let's see. I put Static Shock, so we'll just do this. Alright, Burning Hands. Burning Hands would have made more sense here. Let's turn transfer. Recharge. Growing Hunger. Straightforward. Again, UH just makes everything easier and faster and better, but not necessarily needed. And it always depends who you're facing and what you have on your team. Alright, we'll just recharge. And Professional Food. Let's kill Clocksuko. Boom. Taking them one at a time. Boom. And then let's see. Oh, back to life. Fire Rainbow. Oh, dead for good. And Greater Times Curse. Let's just finish you. And yeah, the battle would go. A little boring without UA. You know, it's fun to attack over and over and over and over again. Alright, so let's take him to rank 5 and let's see what he can do at his fullest potential. Alright, so this is the team I'm going to be using. Man, Lord Nabotis is huge compared to Matt. And Matt is the one that eats all the food. What is going on? Alright, so this is going to be good. I have the area immunity to control, so I don't need to worry about getting possessed. So now the only thing that can happen to me is that I get frozen. So hopefully we won't run into that situation. Alright, so in this case, I'm going to do Greater Times Curse. Boom, there we go. And then I think I'm going to get stamina drain like crazy. Charizard's Amulet, Nightmare on the Street. Yep. Recharge. And then we will go... Oh, you know what? I should give him his Unholy Vigor talents. Alright. Yeah, the reason I'm not giving him UAs is because I don't want to just destroy them with a 150 monster. Here, I'm going to blind everyone. Mad Whispers. There we go. Nishan Sword kicks in. Thanks to the status caster. On my mats, they have the nightmares. We will go ahead and do revert events. Bam, cleansed away. Alright, watch. Royal Armor. And then, alright, I get to attack. Oh, you have a skill mirror. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, you have damage protection too. Shoot. Nonetheless, I'm still going to do it. So now he's going to get super tanky as well. But I can cleanse that away, so that's not a problem. Oh, I thought he had Megaton. Looks like he didn't have Megatons. Alright, cool, cool. So he has skill mirror damage protection. Look at that huge life. Alright, what can I do? By the way, since I'm using him as a team speed holder, now I could run the 0 damage skill that removes positive effects. Because now he's taking a support role. But anyhow, we'll kill there. Here, let's give you more life. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Look at that huge life. Alright, let's take that away. Alright, you're back to normal. And look at my life. Gosh, my life is crazy. This is with no life runes. This is just with my double life skill. Gosh. Yeah, Soul Drag would do nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. Alright, so once again, hard monster to take down here. Since I'm doing this, I might as well give him Impure. There we go. Alright, realistically what you would do though, is you'd run a monster like this. This monster would be your, let's see, Dispelling Fist. This monster would cleanse that away and you'd go from there. Let's make sure I can recover stamina for my team. Alright, so some setup like this with 3 speed, a team speed, and then your attacker. Typically though, you'd have a Megaton. So instead of him, it should be a Malceron or Ollie, whoever you have. Kenray, doesn't matter. Because you want to make sure that you aren't getting denied or you aren't getting stumped by the enemy. But no one really uses freeze monsters. Like, who's a corrupted AoE freeze monster? No one comes to mind. I know it exists, just no one comes to mind right off the top of my head. Alright, so in this case, I would just go, boom, Dispelling Fist kicks in, gets rid of MT. This also highlights this monster, the PvP monster. Again, I recommended it to the free-to-play community. And then I can Mega Stun, get rid of Megaton there. Now my attacker is free to go to the main attacker. So if it wasn't a Dark Monster, I'd OTK. But since I can't, I'll just do Growing Hunger. Alright, now my HP is significantly increased. I'm hard to take down. Of course, she can remove positive effects. Oh, I killed Shelly. Yeah, look at my nice, massive HP. Here, I am just going to go with the Lord. Nightmares. Boom. Awesome. Nishan Sword kicks in, drains stamina. Look at that. Winning without Megaton. That is nice. Yeah, Matt Stonie is definitely one of my more favorite monsters from Season 6. Of the overall Corrupted era as well. Just phenomenal monster. Actually, this whole team right here are like some of my favorite monsters. Alright, let's see what we have. Ooh, nice. We have a strong Karukage. We have a an Ollie Fanatic. Finally, an Ollie Fanatic. And then we have a Master Rat. I want to just attack, so I'm going to recharge. I want to go for an OTK against Ollie Fanatic. So, look at that. Oh my gosh, what level are you? 130, that's why. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that gorgeous damage output. Alright, I forgot to give him Unholy Vigor, but that's fine. My HP is obviously just going to go all the way to 100, and with the double life... Oh! Did you see that? Soul Drag kicked in. Didn't do much. Look at my huge life. We are going to do the blind. Applies blind to all enemies. Alright, reducing accuracy. We are going to daze as well. I don't care. Anticipation kicks in. You're dazed. Check this out. Oh, you missed. Haha. We're going to protect myself with evasion. Oh, good synergy here. Alright, you get to attack me again. Oh, it actually landed. What are the odds? Man. Oh, gosh. It was dark on dark too. How are you that strong? My goodness. My goodness. Did I have my double life? How did I die? Oh, I think he had a damage buff. Well, that's embarrassing. Let's go with... By the way, if you want to just punk on enemies... Oh, where's the life rune? Just for fun, you can give him a life rune. And Matt Stonie's just, like, enormous HP. Again, it could maybe work, right? It could maybe work, because you can stall out for sure. Where is my Nabotis? And just for fun, here, let's do this. Alright, so now I have an enormous HP. So I'm going to get over 1 million HP with this monster. Let's go with Unholy Vigor in case stamina becomes an issue at any point. Alright, we should be good to go. Let's click Fight. Alright, and I think this will be the last battle of the video. Let's see what we have. Okay. We are going to start the game off with removing that shield. Actually, I can just AoE stun everyone. AoE stun. There we go. Alright. I'm going to do my professional devourer skill. And just like that, look at this. Gorgeous HP. Over 1 million HP. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's get attacked. Unless it's a singing for you. Aw. Back to 500,000. Alright, growing hunger, anyone? Growing hunger? Boom. My HP should be like 750, maybe 800? 850 almost. 843. Wow. Super impressive. Okay, I lied. I said this would be the last one. We're doing just one more battle. Gosh, I really enjoy this monster. I really enjoy this monster. There's too many monsters. Like, who do I rank up? Now, unfortunately, I don't necessarily think this monster is going to be into the meta. I think the meta is going to be dominated by Spec, by Lord Nabotis, and the Megatons, of course, and Bloomeria. So, as cool and fun as this monster is, I unfortunately don't see this monster really being utilized that much. Anyhow, we're going to recharge. We are just going to Growing Hunger. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Soul Drag, there it is. Soul Drag kicking in again. Doesn't do anything, especially since you first double your max life or 50% your max life. Soul Drag can kick in. You're dark anyways. It is not a problem whatsoever. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. We'll recharge. We'll just keep recharging, singing for you. Let's just let them attack me. I know we're facing a CDA monster, but that's fine. And again, that's why sometimes zero cooldown skills do come in handy. Again, no dots can be landed. You can't bleed. You can't quicksand me. You can't nightmares me. None of that works on me. They can try all they want. Look, nothing. See, it was like miss, miss, miss. And then if I need more HP, bam. And look at that. Watch my HP. Back to full and 1,000,000. Gosh, it's ridiculous. Alright guys, so with that being said, this has been an exclusive first look at Matt Stonie, one of the best monster designs in the game. Just a truly phenomenal, powerful attacker. I love this monster. It's a great monster. Let me know what you guys think about Matt Stonie in the comments below. Thank you guys very much, and remember to subscribe.